What's going on, guys? Welcome to The Creative Mindset. My name is Bryce Anderson, and my goal is to become a successful creator. This podcast is a way for myself as well as my audience to learn what it takes to become a creator. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy this episode. All right, and we're live. So what's going on, guys? Welcome to the podcast. Hope that you're having an amazing day so far. We have two very special guests today. They are my cousins all the way from Denver, and one of them is a cinematographer and an editor. The other is a graphic artist and a media designer. I'll let them introduce themselves a little bit more here. We have Nick and Kirsten Bingham.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Kirsten, and I am the graphic designer / mixed media artist, and he's the other one.
The other one.
I'm Nick.
What's up?
Cinematographer, and I edit.
It's great. Yeah, so as you can see, these guys are also creators in the creative mindset. They're actually a lot farther down the road than I am, so here to get some tips from them and learn.
Only because we're so old.
Not that old. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about what it takes to become a creator, kind of like our origin, where we started out, and just, I don't know, what we've learned along the way. So first off, how about you guys introduce yourselves a little more? How did you get started, or like what you're specifically what you're doing right now
All right.
as a creator?
Well, I guess I first got started doing editing and cinematography in high school because our high school had a broadcasting program.
Okay.
And when I first started, it was all analog, like a whole wall of editing on tape. You'd load the tape in, and you'd only have, certain things you could choose from for like transition-wise or saving clips. And then we got the iMac, the first iMac that came out. We got 2 of those, and our teacher said to me and my friend, "You guys learn how to edit on these, and then you can TA and teach the other kids how to edit in
That's sweet.
on a computer."
Did you go to Hillcrest?
Bonneville.
You went to Bonneville. Okay. I went to
Yeah.
Hillcrest. Both those schools everyone used to go to Bonneville, and then eventually the school got so big that they had to split it up. So basically the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are originally from Idaho Falls as well.
Not me.
I guess, yeah, Kirsten's not.
Where
are you originally from?
I'm from a southern suburb of Denver called
Okay.
Highlands Ranch. But I moved to Idaho in 2002 and lived there for about 10 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Kirsten, how about you tell us kind of about what you're doing as far as a creator?
So I went to school for graphic design, and we started our own business when we were in college doing wedding invitations mostly. We started on Etsy in 2007 when Etsy had like 10 pages of wedding invitations available. And now it has 100 billion pages of wedding invitations available. I don't know like how anybody can find anything anymore. But we started there and took about 5 years of working with brides before I discovered there's got to be a nicer set of people to work with than people who are stressed out about their weddings and their mother-in-laws. They all sucked. So eventually I was like, I'm just going to start making prints, and if people want to buy them, awesome. Instead of doing everything custom for people who were not fun to work with.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. So I kind of want to talk about as well how we started out as creators. I'm pretty new to the industry as well. I started making videos around the age 16. My parents had a camera, Nikon it was a Nikon. I don't remember what make it was, but just a little camera that we had, and I picked it up one day. We were out doing something. We traveled somewhere, and we were walking around.
You have kind of a boring life.
I do. I really do.
What's there to film? Just
exactly.
Sitting,
We were just
TV?
chilling, and I think I want to say we were at Disneyland or something like that, and I took the camera from my mom, and I was like, "Okay, I want to try this," and I was messing around with it for a little bit, and then I I took it home and kind of threw it on my laptop, and I was like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. And then got into editing the photos and just color correcting, things like that. I'm like, wow, you can actually make photos look freaking good after editing it. And basically from then I just fell in love with it. Yeah, I mean, ever since then I kind of fell into the rabbit hole of photography, and then got into videography eventually. Now I'm shooting on like a Canon 1DX, which took me a long time to get to that point, but it's super fun. I like to shoot just adventure type stuff, you know, just basically having fun. It's kind of my brand, just having fun along the way as you work. Yeah.
Sound like your dad.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
That's
I actually
okay.
get that all the time, but I'll take it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got a good role
It's a good
model
way to
for
live.
having fun.
Yeah, it's great. We definitely try to have fun on a daily basis. Yeah, I actually created another brand. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. It's called Aspire Fun. And so it's a hashtag Aspire Fun. And I use it to promote like positivity and having fun. The meaning is to seek fun eagerly and ambitiously. So that's what Aspire Fun means. And basically, you just have to do one fun thing a day. It could be something really simple, small. I don't know, like go play ping pong for 10 minutes, you know? Something fun that you enjoy. And the reason I did that is because recently I've been getting so involved in work. And like I love work, it's great, but at the same time you get those days where it's like, oh man, I just need a break. And like I didn't want to feel like that. I wanted to feel like I can still accomplish everything that I want to do while having fun along the way, because that's what keeps me happy. And that's kind of where the whole entire brand came from, is like just go do something fun once a day and like your life will be so much better. That's kind of just something else that I promote, and it's helped a lot. I like it a lot.
I like it.
Whenever my audience uses the hashtag too, I'll promote them at the end of one of my videos too. Kind of gets them involved. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What about you guys? Where did you start out?
I remember always creating, like always making stuff for my parents that they were like, cool, another
Yeah.
picture, which is totally how we are now. No, I'm just kidding. We love when our kids make stuff for us. But I was really involved in ceramics in high school. I thought that ceramics was like my calling in life. And then when I went to college, I was like, oh, I'm not really that good at it, as it turns out. But I guess just that foundation of always wanting to make something with my hands, having a finished product that you can be proud of, that other people want to have in their house. Like,
Yeah.
I guess that's always a goal of mine, is just want to see it in other people's houses, see them living with it, interacting with it, and loving it.
That's great. How did you get started out, Nick?
I guess in my field, got started out in high school when we were doing
You're doing that.
the broadcasting. But it was really what made me and my friends get into that really was we just wanted to skateboard and make skate videos.
That's right. I
And
remember
so-
you guys used to do that. I've seen a few videos from a long time ago, but
Really?
when I was little, yeah, your mom would show them to me.
Oh, wow. I wonder what they were.
But no, that's cool. So you filmed you and your friends just skating around then?
Yeah, we were just trying to have a good time all the time.
Yeah.
And we filmed it.
Fireworks.
We were doing pranks all the time.
Nice.
When the first roundabouts were put in, we would get like 3 cars and drive around
Yeah,
in a circle so no one could get in, and we would just be lighting fireworks and throwing them out the whole time.
that's awesome.
Just kind of
Having
stupid,
fun,
silly
right?
stuff like that, and we thought it was fun to film it and make videos, and
It's awesome.
then Kirsten got me into graphic design, and I did that for a while, and
Okay.
and that's helped a lot in film for like motion graphics, and
Yeah.
creating.
So do you do a
titles
lot
and
of
stuff.
motion graphics as well?
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
very cool.
I like dabbled into 3D for a minute and decided it wasn't for me, so I kind of
Okay.
don't do that as much.
But now they have another person next to him that does that.
That's,
so
like,
he
amazing
can,
at 3D.
He can say
That's cool though.
he should do that project.
Yeah, but now you have a good foundation of what to do with things like that. So that
Yeah.
I'm sure that helped a ton. That's cool.
Totally.
From there, where'd you head toward? Did you keep working in the industry? Did you go?
So my first job was as a graphic designer. I got like my BFA in graphic design and it was for an electronics company in Boulder, Colorado. And they did video there too and needed help, and I started like helping out there, and then I eventually like just went doing that full time.
Wow.
And then from there, my next job was also in the electronics industry. A friend that I worked with there left, and then helped me get over there, and and then I was doing video there too. So that's kind of I guess where I got my start
That's
professionally.
very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I think that one thing that we can all relate to is passion, right? Like, I'm sure when you were making your skateboard videos, you weren't putting them out on YouTube and making tons of money and getting tons of views, like what a ton of people
There
are like
wasn't
aspiring
even
for.
YouTube back then, Bryce.
we burned it onto a DVD, and DVDs were cutting edge.
Oh yeah.
I was actually
Mostly VHS.
I was actually, yeah, it was mostly tape. I was like, when my friends got the first skate video on DVD that any of us had ever had, I was like, you guys are sellouts. Like, what are you doing with DVDs?
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
And like,
Skate videos do not belong on DVD.
yeah.
That's so funny. But yeah, like there had to have been that initial passion, right? Because
It was all that because it wasn't
There's
about
nothing else
views
pushing
back then because
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah, it
was
was just
viewing
all
it
for
except
fun.
your friends.
yeah, I think that's so important. Like in any creative field, I think if you don't have the passion, like you're not going to really make it far, because eventually chasing the views and chasing the money, that's going to get old and like super boring.
Yeah.
And your content's going to get super old
Oh,
and boring
yeah.
because all you're doing is talking to the other people who are just
Yeah.
listening to YouTube.
Yeah.
You got to be having a cool life and then do your stuff about
Yeah.
it, but like not the other way around.
And I think it stands out too. Like you can tell if somebody wasn't in it for the purpose of making videos. If they're just like, oh, I just want 100,000 views, I want 1 million views, 1 million subscribers, they're just always reaching for the audience and like that's all they care about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure that you can tell that because the people that are authentic, you definitely know the difference between those two. So I would definitely say, like, if you're getting started out in any creative field, the number one thing would be to have that passion to help you drive that career along the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
find something you really love so that it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Kirsten is she finds.
What do you love about me, Nick?
Ooh,
One
Tell
of
me
the
more.
getting
things
deep here.
is that like when she finds a new thing she wants to do, she gets into it and she makes a lot of it.
Yeah.
And it becomes a thing that she does.
That's great.
Like recently she wanted to do this new like mixed media art, and like our kitchen was like closed down for like 2 months, and she had like this big easel out, and like everything was just like paintings and like collage work.
I don't have
everywhere.
a nice studio like this where I can spread out, and the studio is my kitchen table.
Oh,
so
it works.
It did.
It almost worked. But
Well,
I
that's
think
super
my
cool.
family eventually was like, are we ever going to have dinner again?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, we are. But you got to
That's
have
awesome.
balance too. I mean,
Uh-huh.
but it's hard when you're in a creative mindset to not
Yeah.
throw yourself completely into it.
Oh, yeah.
Got to balance it out somehow.
Yeah, I think you can get so involved into the work too, where it's like, man, I don't have time for anything else. It kind of takes over your life. Like finding that balance can be
Yeah.
hard too.
Yeah.
But if you enjoy it, then honestly, I think you're set. If you enjoy what you're doing and you're making $20,000 a year, but you really enjoy it, like you can still be so happy with doing that.
Yeah. I'm not even
Absolutely.
making 20,000 a year. But
Well, I'm making nothing doing this right now. So
thankfully, Nick is my sugar daddy,
There
so
you
that I
go.
can.
There's been
do
times where
art.
she's been the sugar mama though. It goes back and forth.
Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, I think that's basically going to wrap up this episode.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming on,
Bryce.
though. Yeah, I'm really glad it worked out. You guys were here at perfect timing.
Yeah,
Getting
it's
ready to
fun.
launch the podcast. So this is actually, what is today? December 28th? 28th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're, you're not going to hear this for like another week from now, but we're getting ready to launch the podcast. This was perfect timing. Really, you're like my first guest as well. So a lot
for
of
having
pressure on
us.
both ends there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both just learning along the way. That's kind of the whole basis of this podcast is it's a way for me to learn along with my audience. I'm super excited for it, and I can't wait to look at it from 10 years down the road and be like, wow, I've come a long way.
Totally.
That's my end goal. Like, if I'm bad right now, I don't care. The only goal is to be good at the end.
How about this? As your first guest, you could have us back in a few years and we could do like
Yes.
a recap or something.
Let's do it. We'll be like, hey, look at how awkward we were. No, it'll be good. I'm super excited for it. Thank you for everybody that's been listening to the podcast. Second episode. We're planning on releasing 2 episodes every week. I'm going to shoot for every Monday and Friday, and that's going to be the whole goal. If you enjoyed the podcast, please give this 5-star ratings or whatever you think. Like, give it your honest opinion, but I'd like 5 stars.
Give it 5 stars.
Come on. What is it to you?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
honestly.
It's not that hard.
And
Just
you have to
scroll
write.
down.
You have to write something too. That really helps.
That would mean a lot. If you
Write a
don't like it,
review.
if you don't like it, let me know what you didn't like, and I'll try to fix it. Yeah, please leave a rating and share it with your friends. That's going to mean the world to me if you guys could share this with your friends. I'm trying to get it going. Podcasts are something that I've always wanted to do. Probably listen to podcasts like 5 hours a day. So I'm like, yeah, it'd be really fun to do a podcast. Here we are doing a podcast. I'm super excited. Anyways, guys, I will catch you next time, but thanks for listening, and I will see you later. Peace.